It's probably a good time to warn all of you that you're probably going to hear a lot of sniffling. I had a really bad allergy, or a series of allergy attacks yesterday, and they left my right sinus passage kind of weird, so, yeah, I woke up today with my throat a little raw, and the right sinus kind of feels a little, plugged up. So I'm hoping the tea and the saline I shot up in that thing is going to work. You may hear a little clearing of the throat, which, what else is new? Anyway, welcome to Moonology Monday. It's your boy Raven. Thank you so much for joining me. Good morning. How are you today? How was your weekend, by the way? I hope it was good. Mine was, a weekend at work, so nothing new. But it looks like next week's schedule has changed, so we're going to be having a look at that a little bit later, see what's going to be happening. Actually, I should say this week's schedule has changed. So I gotta go, when I go in today, I'll be looking at that and seeing what's going on. There may be a game night. There may be a live stream. At least that's what I'm hoping for. By the way, if you're wondering about the tea mug, this is not a new one by any stretch of the imagination. This one is one of my oldest, and I just found it, and I was like, haven't used that one in a while. I really wanted a Captain Picard type of tea mug, and this was as close as I could get, so here we are. And I don't have Earl Grey in it. This is Irish breakfast with honey, so that honey's going to go down so smooth. So I'm just waiting for that to cool down a little bit. Let's get into today's Moonology reading. You know what? I'm getting the urge to draw one more card just for giggles here. So, here's what we're going to do. That first card's going to be all about you. These three cards will be past situation, your action, potential outcome, and then we'll ask why. We'll get a little reasoning behind it. How about it? Let's get into it. Let's not tarry about, shall we? So right now, full moon in Taurus, telling you to detoxify. So whatever it is that's been like kind of breaking your heart, really making you feel like, I don't know, let me see if I can come up with a good analogy here, like you're going into a place where toxic waste is disposed of. Feeling dirty, feeling slimy, feeling scummy, feel like you need about 7 showers? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, get those showers in, get that meditation in. Get away from what it is that is really toxic to you, because if you stay in it too long, eventually you become as toxic as the environment around you. So try to get away from that. Try to back out of that a little bit. For your past situation, your present action, potential outcome. Here we go. So the first thing that you have to do in getting away from that situation, you do have to trust that all will be well. This has happened in the past. You've been here before. You know what this looks like. Something, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Diane who posted this. She posted a picture of Mark Twain. I was having a day where the idiots were out on Twitter, and of course I'm handling it. It's nothing I'm going to really care about. But she got wind of it, and she posted this picture of Mark Twain with the quote, "Never attempt to argue with an idiot. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience." And we've all done it before, haven't we? even if you love something, it's important to kind of take a step back and take that breather. And that's why I was talking about that as a present action rather than a past situation. The past situation, you've been there before. In order to detoxify, you do need to step out of it. Everything's going to be fine. There have been times where you haven't been in that situation. There have been times where you haven't been running with that crowd. They functioned just fine without you before. They will do it again. All is not going to fall apart if you take a little bit of a breather. You know, last night I came home to find that Record of the Lodos War and Thundar the Barbarian had arrived. And so I began watching Thundar the Barbarian. And I got through 2 of the 3 discs and was quite amazed at how well that particular cartoon had held up. Suddenly all the problems, all the little things, all the nagging and stuff that I had been having to deal with throughout the entire weekend, they went away. They went away. I didn't care about them, I didn't dwell on them, I didn't focus on them. I was too busy watching a cartoon, you know, having food and dealing with these allergies. That was the only problem I saved. One of the things that you could do, this reads more like an action, but I guarantee you, if you put this into practice now, it becomes your future. Simply practicing a little gratitude. And here's what I mean. Often, I have people in my lines, and right now we're pretty far behind due to the holiday and, you know, some other mishaps. And those mishaps happened while I was not there. So let's be a little fair here. So we have these mishaps going on, and I've had to explain to people, hey, we've got so many things going on, we've got this, that, and the other, and we're behind due to the holiday still. We're still trying to play catch up. Can you give me about 45 minutes? And more often than not, they'll say yes. And I'm like, thank you so much. I thank them for that little bit of extra time they give me. If you simply practice gratitude moving forward, even if things aren't quite going your way, you're going to feel a little bit lighter. I'm serious, give it a try. It's pretty awesome at times. Now, the why. Why do you need that break? Kind of feeling like it's turning you into something you don't like. Yeah, you need to honor those feelings. If the situation is constantly getting you down, then it's not going to be a good situation to stay in. You're not being told to quit it altogether. You're just being told to take a break. You've earned it. Take a step back. Get a moment to take a breather, you know, literally just... Not quite as quickly. You need to do it a little more slowly, but you get my point. And the point is, if you do that, and you go in practicing a little gratitude, things will really take care of themselves. You can trust all will be well. Promise you, even on a Monday. Well, look, that's it for today. I really wanted to keep this as short as possible. Just remember, I love you all. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up, and as always, shine on.